So my last one, this is the one that I put all my effort and time into. I decided to do the Nightmare Before Christmas themed hotel.
Yes.
So the hotel design, it's going to be similar to Pop Century, but it's going to be in the backside of Port Orleans French Quarter to fit that old style New Orleans vibe, due to it being in the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. So I wanted to look a lot like the Haunted Mansion holiday with pumpkins and Christmas lights all over the front of the hotel, with Jack's sleigh on top, as well with the giant Christmas list hanging out right above the door as you enter. You can see all the names as you walk through. I want all the workers to either be wearing Haunted Mansion clothing or like the Cadaver Dans or the Haunted Mansion ballroom dancers from the Halloween parades at Disneyland and Disney World. With all of the different hotel areas being themed to one of the different holidays, with each tree in front of it as you enter the hotel. Because in Disney World with Pop Century, there's all the different like hotel subdivisions, and for like each year or whatever, each 10 years. So I want one to be like Easter, one to be Thanksgiving, one to be Christmas, and the other to be Halloween Town. So the quick service is going to be Oogie Boogie's Tricks and Treats, which is a candy shop similar to Marceline's in Disneyland with all different food. Inside there is going to be the giant snake from the attic, as well as the possessed toys up like the jump up and down, with lock, shock, and barrel, creating a potion in a giant pot. I want like there to be actual animatronics in the hotel so you can really like interact with them. For the table service, I decided to go with the otherworldly appetites. So it's a sit down character diner inside Jack's house featuring Jack and Sally, as well as the other characters of Halloween Town. But at night, Jack changes into Sandy Claus, as well as the hitchhiking ghost and Constance Hatchaway. So it's going to be a high end restaurant. I'm thinking similar to 1900 Park Fair at the Grand Floridian. So it's gonna be really, really high end, with really good food and a lot of different characters depending on when you go. The pool, I want it to be similar to the Poly Volcano, but this one you're going to go through the giant tree from Nightmare Before Christmas that's in the graveyard that like does the circle thing. So you're gonna go inside that, surrounded by the gravestones. The quiet pool, I'm thinking Zero's grave and the tombstones around that, with a cute little homage to Jack's dog, as you can hear Zero snoring inside of the tombstone. So it's gonna be like a little splash pad around his little grave. And then during the night, I want there to be live performances like the boardwalk with the Cadaver Dance singing and the Haunted Mansion ballroom dancers dancing.
Ooh, that's
Very
cool.
cute.
So it's going to be a very cool Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion themed, and I'm super here for it, especially it being over at the Port Orleans French Quarter side.
I want fog. That's it.
Fog.
I just need fog, and then we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, for
That's
sure.
all he needs actually is a fog machine. And
That-
Mhm.
The fog curtain, yeah.
yes,
That fog curtain is going to come to Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes.
Mhm.
All right, Armida.
All righty. So I don't think y'all are ready. This is the one thing that I think everybody expected me to do.
Coco.
And so it's time for Coco, ladies. and
Yes.
It is time for one of my two personality traits, one of my three personality traits. So I'm really excited.
I can tell.
I'm giving y'all a full Land of the Dead experience.
Yes.
Yes.
So the lobby, right upon entering the hotel, you cross over a small bridge of marigolds over a small pond into the hotel main lobby. And I say small pond because I want my mom to come into this hotel and she's afraid of fish. So I'm like, I want just like straight navy water. That's it. Nothing else. No fish, no nothing in it.
What about skeleton fish? Sorry.
No, not even.
No, not even.
If anything swims in that pond, she's not walking in. It's not happening. So
Respectable.
So then when you go into the hotel main lobby, it's themed to the Department of Services in the Land of the Dead, which is that vintage train station style, right?
Yeah.
And those little like ticket kiosks are where you check in.
Yes.
And if you have any like guest relations or like concierge stuff, the desks are going to be in the set up nearby as well. Off to the side of the lobby are several gated play areas for kids to wait while they build their own skeletons out of wooden bricks and watch a loop of Coco, Encanto, an episode of the Three Caballeros show, and Book of Life.
Whoa.
Nice.
Talk about
I went
immersion.
full. I went all in. All in.
Talk about a collab.
Here comes the layout. To get to your room, a trolley arrives to the main building, like the ones that carry Miguel and Hector throughout the Land of the Dead. A trolley arrives to carry you and your things to your part of the hotel. It's basically 3 different buildings, but they're all built in a kind of circular way to create this more circle. Zootopia was more spread out. This one's much more uniform.
Yeah.
There are 3 main buildings, each themed to the tall and vibrantly colored and also asymmetrical buildings in the Land of the Dead. So you get that, like, the buildings are wide enough for capacity, but they're a little bit more asymmetrical in how that they're stacked up together. And then each block is going to be colored a different kind of like vibrant color. In the center are 2 pools, a walk-up bar, both restaurants, and La Plaza De La Cruz. So we'll get to that. All right, so rooms. I went hard. Here we go. 2 queen beds, 1 full bathroom, and a balcony view over the center plaza. Each room is painted with navy blue wallpaper and stars in the ceiling that light up at night. The beds are crafted with standard wood frames that are decorated in vibrant colors, so each wood panel is a different color. The bed covers are navy with an antique pattern in a glowing orange color. The furniture is all wood painted in bright multicolors. The carpet is black and is embroidered with marigold petal patterns. And there's a bunk bed option included and is available for large families because y'all know sometimes Mexicans got some big families, and I will not have this hotel be inaccessible to the people that it was made for. So the deluxe room is also available as well. It's a big family suite. First room is 1 queen bed with bunk beds, a full bathroom, and a kitchenette with a door that leads to a connecting balcony. The second room is separated by a sliding door that leads to the master bedroom, which features 1 king bed, a jacuzzi, and access to the balcony that features a sliding panel for privacy. The club level suite is in the style of Ernesto de la Cruz's mansion. Sparkly marble floors with marigold tile decorations all over in the foyer and kitchen. The same carpet design in the living room and bedroom, but the furniture is posh and kind of wealthy looking. A fireplace, like it's a gas fireplace in the corner. Stained glass window overlooks the plaza with a mosaic of music notes. And the beds and furniture are framed by a white painted polished wood with gold accents. We're not done.
Oh,
Let's go to pools, shall
there's
we?
more. Oh, yes, let's do it.
But wait,
More.
there's more. All right, so we're going to the signature pool, the adult pool. It's in the style of Ernesto's pool, 1 big skeleton shape with the pattern painted on the ground. It ranges from about 3 to 6 feet. A jacuzzi is also to the side in the shape of a marigold flower. The side tables are sculptures of alebrijes holding up trays for you to rest your things on. Because in the movie, the alebrijes were the ones carrying the appetizers. So I thought that was a nice homage to that. And the kiddie pool ranges from 1 to 4 feet, rectangular shape. Sides have tall skeleton sculptures holding up calavera pots, which are like painted in like navy and orange and are mostly white. And they dump water on the kids.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah.
You.
A broken down wooden structure holds the water slide, like the one that Hector kind of jumps off of to get in. Yeah. And then the alebrije statues are scattered about and they spit out water at the kids.
Nice.
As well.
That's so cool.
Here's where I went the hardest. Restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
I
So she
decided
likes
to
her food.
You've all been channeling Sky. I channeled Jared for this one
Ah,
because this is my food. So I went all in.
As you
So the first one is La Santa Cecilia, a sit-down restaurant building that looks like the tomb of Ernesto de la Cruz. Even features the statue of the singer that says "Forget You" across the side.
We're gonna drink
It
Hector's blood.
No.
Shut up.
Sorry.
No, that's later.
Oh,
It is the only depiction of the land of the living in the entire hotel. So it's very much in like the modern day mission style that you'll probably see in like Santa Barbara, California. Like lots of like cream color tones, lots of tans, beiges, with like accents of maroon, maybe a little bit of blue as well, to keep that very like land of the living kind of texture to it. Here comes the menu. Buckle your seatbelts. The agua frescas, which is various fruit juices, including watermelon, honeydew, guava, and papaya. The agua de Jamaica is a hibiscus tea served with a lime wedge. You can get a classic margarita, a michelada, which is a spicy Mexican beer cocktail as well. That's for our drink menu. Into the main course we go. We have sopes de carne asada, carnitas, o pollo, which is house seasoned steak or pork or chicken, piled on top of a thick corn tortilla, which is topped with sour cream, queso fresco, lettuce, and your choice of salsa verde or roja, which is green or red. Chile poblano con queso, which is a stuffed poblano chile stuffed with Oaxaca cheese and served with black beans and Mexican rice. This is my dad's favorite thing in the world. The molcajet is a hot stone bowl stuffed with shrimp, chicken, pinto beans, 2 slices of queso fresco, and grilled avocado, peppers, and onions, all in one bowl.
That sounds fancy.
yes.
Have at it.
I need that.
Yeah.
Have at it. It's one of my dad's favorite things to get when he goes to California. And then we have one of my favorites is the huaraches. So huaraches, the actual word translates to sandal.
Okay.
And that's kind of the idea of the shape of this. We have like Latinos have this thing where we name food after clothing items. I'm so sorry. We have like Cubans have this thing called ropa vieja, which is just old clothes. That's what it translates to.
Interesting.
Literally. So for Mexico, we have huaraches. So it's in the shape of like that kind of oval, like sole of a shoe, which is great because, you know, the Riveras are shoemakers.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a soft and thick oval shaped tortilla, topped with refried beans and your choice of carne asada, carnitas, or al pastor, which is, and I'm going to translate those, grilled beef, shredded pork, or spit grilled pork. Topped with onions, cilantro, sour cream, and cotija cheese. Just get that.
That sounds
on there.
so good. I want everything. And there's more probably. Oh,
For
did you
those
say
of you who
pozole?
enjoy listening to me speak Spanish, you're welcome. Pozole verde
It's like
is a
music to my
traditional.
ears.
Pozole verde is a traditional Mexican hominy spicy soup made with tomatillos, onions, poblano chiles, oregano, and cilantro, topped with shredded chicken or pork, lettuce, and 2 lime slices. It is
Ooh.
my comfort food.
Guys,
When
when we do the ASMR video, she needs to just talk in Spanish. Like this is what we need. Just come here, come closer.
Shut up.
That's gonna be our 100th episode. Is ASMR.
Do you remember-
Disney ASMR?
We're just eating
Babe, do you
cake.
remember when I was gonna get you mad with the good soup meme, and I was like, but this is Mexican soup? That's actually the soup that I was eating.
For
So just
those
for
who
reference,
don't know, in case you good soup.
that was the good soup meme. That was what I was eating when I made that meme. So there you go.
He's mad about it.
He said, "I'm
now.
out. Bye."
Okay, tacos de birria. Tacos stuffed with beef from a savory stew that is then fried to a crisp and served with 3 pepper slices on the side, the dipping broth of the stew, and white rice. This is one of the
Ooh.
most satisfying things to watch being made. So if I will like send y'all a link of this of watching this get
Please,
made because it
please.
is fabulous with the corn tortillas like fried. Kill me, I love it. And then for dessert, we have traditional flan, which is a sweet custard topped with brown sugar and caramel sauce. There is a tres leches cake, which is classic Mexican dessert. Cake soaked in sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, and regular milk, topped with a soft vanilla frosting and cherries.
That sounds really good.
And then we have sopapillas, which is puffy fried dough topped with brown sugar, cinnamon, and honey.
I want everything.
You're welcome.
I'll bring my celiac pills and then I'll just eat everything.
Oh no. All right, so here's the quick service. It's called Frida's. A quick service taqueria style restaurant, which is like a taco truck. I'm gonna just like translate that for you. Taqueria style restaurant set in Frida Kahlo's exhibit in the Land of the Dead, where her portraits from beyond the grave are on full display. And that's kind of the decorative theme of that. There's a scene in Coco, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Mexican culture and watched Coco, a scene where after Ernesto gets yeeted by Pepita de Alebrije into the bell, this guy comes back with 2 sticks of corn and says, "What did I miss?" Right? So the reference is, those are called elotes, and they're extremely popular in Mexican culture. And it makes sense that he missed everything because the line was so darn long for those things. So I put elotes in there. I would be a bad Mexican woman if I didn't put them in there. They're in there. I'm going to explain them to you now. Corn on the cob on a skewer covered in chili powder, butter, mayo, sour cream, and crumbled cheese.
Delicious.
Chef's kiss. So good.
Chef Skinner's kiss.
No.
All right, I'm out. Bye.
Okay.
And as always, Okay, so then of course we can't have a taqueria without tacos. So we have any number of tacos of your choice, with your choice of chicken, steak, grilled beef, spit roasted pork, shredded pork, or tripe. And I put that on there because my dad would kill me if I didn't. My dad's favorite kind of taco is tacos de tripas. He loves those so much. So I had to shout out my dad there for a second. We can also do tacos de lengua, which is like beef tongue. And then we can do pork skin as well.
I like how you said that like quietly.
I didn't want to get any Sky vibes. I didn't want to give it any Sky vibes here. I know you two have given in, but I have not. But that's just, we eat. That's what we eat. I'm sorry.
I just wanted calamari.
It's Dante's tongue.
Shut up. The toppings include cheese, sour cream, cilantro, or onions, and it'll come on the side, and you can decorate it however you want. One of my favorite things in the world is flautas, which are rolled fried chicken or cheese tacos. So basically like the corn tortilla, they stuff the chicken in it and the cheese, or just cheese. They roll it up and they fry it. That's it. And then they're served with a side of salsa, red or green, that you can dip it into, and then sour cream as well, for those of us who cannot handle our spice. And then there is same. And then I have to do the burritos as well. So we can do burritos, and traditionally
you just really brought out the whole Grand Fiesta. Oh my God.
And we do our burritos large, like Chipotle style, but worse. So we do large burritos stuffed with white rice, your choice of chicken, carnitas, black beans, cheese, and pico de gallo. Optional, you can do a wet burrito, which we love to do. It's drizzled with green or red salsa. That's what we like to do.
Delicious.
And then we have enchiladas, chicken and cheese or stuffed and rolled tortillas baked in. And this is where I brought this out: mole, red sauce, or green sauce. Now, mole sauce is like kind of like a black sauce. It can be extremely spicy and a little bit sweet.
It's so good.
Mole is the best. Sauce. So good. He knocks me out every time. And then lastly, I have to quesadillas. Large flour tortillas stuffed with cheese and your choice of meat. As all the meat that I've mentioned before, like al pastor, carnitas, carne asada, pollo, all that stuff. Then for dessert, we can do the churros, which is, very familiar with Disney. We all know the churros. Conchas, which is like Mexican bread. Mexican sweet bread that we eat at any given moment of the day, no matter what's going on. Arroz con leche, which is one of my favorite things to make at the holidays, especially. It is essentially rice cooked in like the 3 different kinds of milk: the condensed milk, the evaporated milk, and then the regular milk. And when we actually make the rice and steam it in the water, we throw a cinnamon stick in there.
Yum.
We mix all that together, and then we throw cinnamon on top.
And you know that it's
No,
the best
this-
of both
shut up.
worlds. I love how you just started singing it too.
Oh God, this is why we're dating. I'm so sorry, audience. And then we can do for another drink. For drinks, we can do jarrito sodas, which I'm sure people are familiar with. We also have this great drink called Sangria Señorial. So it's kind of like a non-alcoholic sangria. Oh, Jared knows. Jared has his brown card today. Jared brought his brown card. Okay, I see you. I see you.
Yeah.
And then we can also do Mexican Coke and Sprite.
But also, I prefer regular sangria.
It's okay. You can still keep your brown card. All right. So now let's get to the nightlife. This is the last little bit here.
Oh my God. How much
Ooh.
did you do? Holy shoot.
Oh, this is the last section. Nightlife. We have two things going on at night. We have the Forgotten Bar, which is only open at night. A broken down shack. It's a bar front. It's with a few stools and some chairs and some tables off to the side. And it's an homage to the rundown, forgotten area of the Land of the Dead.
Ooh,
And so it's basically like, this is all just like alcohol at this point. The carajillo is a Mexican coffee spiked with liqueur 43, which is a sweet Spanish alcohol. I love this cocktail. It's called the Final Death. 3 different kinds of rum: lime juice, lemon juice, pineapple juice, passion fruit syrup, orange bitters, grenadine, and luster dust.
ooh.
So
like,
we hit that
like
blackout.
you know when like forgotten skeletons get yeeted, they like dust away and it's like orange
Yeah.
dust. That's kind of the idea that I'm going for there with the Final Death. And it's strong too, which is why it's called the Final Death.
Oh, yep.
The classic Paloma, which is a tequila cocktail with grapefruit juice. I took a tequila sunrise and just called it the Sunrise Spectacular because it has a glow cube in it. Yeah, that's really it.
That's how you know you're in Disney. A glow
Yeah.
cube.
The glow cube, right?
Extra
This one's called
charge.
Un Poco Loco, which is a
Ooh.
passion fruit tequila cocktail with a rim of tajin. So it's like fruity, but then a little spicy.
Ooh.
And this is the messed up one. It's called Heaven and Earth. Orange and cinnamon tequila shot. Mostly comes in pairs because I would move heaven and earth for you, mi amigo.
Oh.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's the cocktail that kills Hector.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not quite Hector's blood though.
Yeah.
Not quite
You're
Hector's
not
blood,
there.
but it is the one that kills him. Yes. And then this one's called
approve.
Cousin Hector. Can I talk, please? And this one's called Cousin Hector, which is a root beer float, a root beer and rum chata float. Mhm.
That's good.
Kind of on like the
Oh!
whimsical fun side. Yeah, Cousin Hector. Okay, last thing, I promise, and then I'm done. I'll shut up. This is La Plaza De La Cruz, which is created exactly like the plaza from the movie, stage and all. It has outdoor vendors that sell authentic Mexican merchandise, like the sechas of the alebrijes, the fireworks, the sarapes, all that stuff. And local artists and mariachi bands perform nightly as well. So it kind of gets some local talent coming in here, which is what the idea of the purpose of Coco in the first place is about, is showcasing the culture and letting people know that, hey, we exist. So it kind of defeats the purpose if you don't have actual artists and mariachi bands from the area coming in and performing. So that's kind of the idea that I wanted to showcase there, is that you get the actual people coming in and giving you a taste of what this life is like. So that is the Land of the Dead.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Armida doing
Everything.
Coco was the length of Troy and I's combined.
Literally. And maybe one of Sky's.
I kept mine short and sweet, you know.
It
What
was
can I
like-
say except you're welcome?
Wrong movie.
All right, thank you guys so much for listening to the Dream of
Y'all listen to me speak Spanish for like 10 minutes.
I could
You're
just
welcome.
listen. I could just listen to you roll your R's.
He's looking at me like I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Sad. Sad day.
Mm-mm.
That's the 100th
This is
episode.
a
It's just
this is a PG show.
That's the 100th episode. It's Armida rolling her R's in ASMR.
For 15 minutes straight.
Shut up. All right. So this was fun.
This was fun. I
I
thoroughly
liked
enjoyed
it. I'm
I
just
loved
like,
everyone's ideas.
I liked
I'm
it
brain
too.
dead now.
So what hotels would you guys like to see amongst us? For mine, Coco.
Is it not
Finding-
unanimously Coco?
I know if it's not,
Except for Armida's, because Armida has
Yeah,
to pick
Armida's.
one that's not hers.
I
Actually,
know.
I really want the Cars one. I'm gonna be honest.
That's
Of
your
course he
own.
I
picked
like
his
the first one
own.
too. No, you,
One that's not yours.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to think about this.
Okay, well, Troy and I's are Coco.
Well, okay, I'm gonna say one that I want.
I really like Coco, but I'm just trying to
Thank
think of the
you.
other ones that were said. There was the Finding.
What's
Dory
everyone's
one.
second place?
I feel like Coco's number one. What's the second place one? So we
Um,
got Finding Dory, The House of Mouse, and then we got
I loved the House of Mouse.
That was
I'll take that
cool.
as my number one. That was really
Yeah.
dope.
and then we had Luca and Descendants.
Luca, Descendants, Cars, Nightmare Before Christmas,
And Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, and then
Oh, I liked the Little Mermaid. The kiss the girl thing.
yeah, I really like that.
That killed me.
Mm-hmm.
That absolutely slayed me.
Forgetting what your first two were, Armida.
I know.
Oh.
It was just Coco. It's just
It's just Coco.
Zootopia and Sleeping Beauty.
oh yeah.
Coco's
It's funny.
my
I
first.
completely forgot that she did two other ones.
Yeah.
That one was so big.
Coco was my
Um,
first. Zootopia was my second.
I texted Sky he was at work and I texted him at like 10:30 and I was like, okay, it's 10:30. I'm sitting down. And he's like, I'm not gonna call you after work, you'll be in bed. And I'm like, trust me, I will not be in bed. I have to start the menu now. And by 11:45, I had just finished the menu. From 10:30 to 11:45, I had finished the menu. Just the menu.
It's
And then
funny
you
because
answered
I
your
didn't have
FaceTime.
one. Yeah, she did.
It was just like
At
generic. food.
1:30 in the morning, I finally finished Coco.
I like how
And
it
then by
was just,
2:30, I finished Sleeping Beauty and Zootopia.
I love how food heavily yours was because it's making me hungry.
Oh, I've been hungry.
All
I
right.
actually
is
had.
there-
I had
Party at
enchiladas
my
for lunch.
house.
Do
is
it.
th- is there anything else before we call it?
Go
Nope.
check out the
I'm
Red
going
Bubble.
to Disneyland
yeah,
next
Redbubble.
week.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, Dapper
Exciting.
Day is literally
Disney
this
Plus Day.
weekend or next weekend.
Yes, y'all tune into Disney Plus Day as well because I will not be able to. So tell me everything.
I'm just excited to do like a live recording from Dapper Day or the day after.
Mhm.
That'll be really cool.
With us
But-
two in the same room.
I know
Woo!
that'll be interesting.
It'll be fun. It'll
Mhm.
be interesting.
Troy
Interesting.
and I will just
'Cause
be
we
looking
always
at
fight on
the
the
screen
show.
going.
We'll just be like slapping each other back and forth. All right, but thank you guys as always for listening to the Dream of Fantastic Dream podcast. If you guys could please just leave us a like and a review on the show. We would love to hear from you. There is the Redbubble shop, of course. Go check out our merch and our designs. We also have a link in our description for a just kind of thing for you guys to fill out to kind of gauge where you're feeling about the show, what we should change, what we should keep. You just want some more involvement with you guys. And then the last thing is the Discord server. Go check that out if you guys want to hang out and chat. But that is all. All right, guys, dream a fantastic dream.